Hello and happy holidays. My name is Gustav Owen and I've been working at Valley Vision for roughly a year now, primarily covering town meetings. I was the guy who originally did the floating head, moving around to talk to all the different people at town meetings. But it was also partially Earl Sire's idea, our town manager. Thanks, Earl. Anyway, during that year that I've been working for Valley Vision covering town meetings, I've learned a lot about how town government works. And it was never something that interested me in school, as I'm sure it didn't necessarily interest anybody who's watching this, particularly when they were younger. As a matter of fact, I wanted to be a paleontologist until 4th grade when I decided all the dinosaur bones, by the time I was old enough to dig them up, would be turned into oil for SUVs. Then I decided I wanted to do visual effects, then movies. Valley Vision seemed like a logical choice, since the only education I have is a high school diploma. So, one of the coolest things that I've learned throughout my high school experience and throughout working for Valley Vision is the fact that no matter what, you have the power to educate yourself. And I can give you some basic facts here about how town government works, but if you really want to understand them, you have to go there and you have to watch it in action, and just apply the basic functionings that you see to whatever it is you want to get enacted. I can help you with that too. If you want to get legislature made, you have the power. Because this is New Hampshire. We're a rather unique state. Our House of Representatives actually is about 5 or 6 months. January 5th, 1776. 6 months before the people of the United States claimed self-government, the people of New Hampshire gave this country its first state constitution. The next day, the House of Representatives was created. Now, so that means 6 months before we were a country, New Hampshire declared itself independent from England and established its own means of representing its people, which is now being enacted today. One of the articles, actually Article 10 of the New Hampshire Constitution, is also very interesting. It's one of the pieces of legislature I feel that puts the most power into the hands of the people. Article 10, the right of revolution. Whenever the ends of government are perverted, the public liberty manifestly endangered, and all other means of redress are ineffectual, the people may, and of right ought to reform the old or establish a new government. So if there's anything wrong you feel in anything that I'm saying right now, hey, it's your responsibility to go do something about it. So first of all, how are the people represented in New Hampshire? Most towns in New Hampshire use town meeting. We use what is called the SB2 form of town meeting. SB2 stands for Senate Bill 2, which is the enabling legislature, a law that allows it to happen or says this is how it will happen and gives specific criteria. Now, through this, the people of the town meet at least once a year, and they propose ideas for laws, which are called warrant articles. When a warrant article is proposed, it has to receive a certain a number of signatures from the town citizens in order to be put on the ballot to be voted on. And then after that, it's all in the hands of the people. If the majority votes in favor of the warrant, votes for it, then it can become ratified into a law or legislature, just a fancy word for law. Now, the House of Representatives that I was talking about earlier is the state government. And the state government, we elect our representatives. Currently, I know 2 of them are Karen Umberger and Tom Bucco, at least from where I'm from. Now, these people go to the House of Representatives here in New Hampshire, and they deliberate, which is a fancy word for sit around and talk about and debate different legislature for the state. The state legislature determines the authority of our local government. So, it's kind of a roundabout process when we bring it up to the state level. Whereas town meeting, we are voting directly for our warrant articles to be turned into laws. At the state level, we are electing the officials who decide which laws to make. So, these elected officials, who the ones that I named there, I see all over the place. They're highly active people in all forms of town government and municipal precincts and districts. They decide what our Board of Selectmen has the authority to do. And the Board of Selectmen cannot do anything that is not backed up in a state law or local law. So, the Board of Selectmen, what is their function? They're referred to as the governing body of the town, and they attend to the prudential matters of the town. Prudential matters are just like simple, they approve the budget at one level to determine where the tax monies are going. If a problem comes up as, say, the budget's running low, they can propose warrant articles, they can come up with, if there's legislature to back it up, then they can take action to do something to mitigate those issues. Maybe they can enact a budgeting freeze, things like that. Basically, their purpose is to represent the people because the people are busy working most of the time.